Hello, my beautiful cosmic family, and a special sun-kiss welcome to all of you magnificent Leos. I am so glad you have found your way here to your home at Cosmic Wisdom. Before we embark on this sacred journey together, I invite you to just be. Find a quiet space. Take a deep, nourishing breath in, feeling it fill you with golden light. Hold it for a moment, and as you exhale, release everything that is not serving you in this now moment. Let your magnificent lion heart open, because your presence here is no accident. A divine synchronicity, a cosmic whisper, has guided you to this message at this exact time. Perhaps you, radiant Leo, have felt the chill of a shadow recently. You, who are born of the sun, have sensed whispers in the wind, felt the sting of words spoken in hushed tones just beyond your hearing. You've seen the forced smiles that don't quite reach the eyes, and you've sensed the stories being woven by others in an attempt to dim your brilliant natural light. But let me tell you something, dear one. You are not here to be diminished by the noise of the world. You are here to remember the unshakable roaring truth of who you are, a truth the universe is ready to place back into your powerful hands today. If you can already feel the resonance of this message stirring within your soul, I invite you to become an active part of this energy we are co-creating. Please take a moment to subscribe to Cosmic Wisdom, joining our covenant of souls dedicated to growth and enlightenment. And in the comments below, I want you to declare your intention to the universe. Let me know you are ready by typing, "Reveal the day your heart first touched the world. Your love story awaits." By doing this, you are not just typing words. You are performing a sacred act, anchoring this powerful intention into your reality. Let's begin this beautiful transformation together. Today, my dear Leo, we are going to speak about a powerful rumor, a vibration of gossip that may be drawing near. It might be something you already sense, or it may be a complete surprise, moving like an unseen current in the waters of your life. You may not believe the things that are being said, but I want you to remember this. What matters is not the fleeting words that fall from the mouths of others. What truly matters is the eternal radiant truth the universe has already sealed within your very core. And that truth, magnificent Leo, is a fire that no one can ever extinguish. Even when shadows try to creep in, your light is destined to break through, more brilliant than ever before. Are you ready? Because what we are about to uncover will not only change how you perceive these rumors, but it will fundamentally shift the way you see your own divine power. There are wounds you see that don't come from a physical battle. They are born from the subtle energies of a whisper, a sideways glance, a half-hearted compliment that leaves a bitter aftertaste. I know this because I, too, have walked through rooms where the silence felt louder and sharper than any shout. Rumors, my friends, are a cruel and insidious magic. They don't strike you down in a single blow. No, they are far more cunning. They seek to erode your trust in yourself, piece by piece. They chip away at the majestic throne of your self-worth. And then one day, you might look into the mirror, see the brilliant light in your own eyes, flicker and ask that terrible question, are they right? Am I what they say I am, Leo? Your heart was forged in the heart of the sun. It was born to be warm, generous, and expressive. Your very nature is to shine, to lead to love with a grand and noble passion. This is your greatest gift, but it can also be the source of your deepest pain. When the whispers come, you don't just hear them with your ears, you feel them with your entire being. You might carry them home, placing them upon your own royal altar, where they sit heavy as lead. You continue to walk through your kingdom, to smile, to lead. But deep inside, you know a sacred part of your spirit feels betrayed. Let me ask you, has your soul ever flinched from a comment disguised as just a joke, yet it echoed in your mind all night, questioning your own brilliance? Have you ever felt that shiver of inauthenticity from someone who pledges loyalty to your face, but whose energy tells a different story? I know you have. Because a soul as true as a Leo cannot pretend to be blind to falsehood. You sense it in the very air you breathe. And here is a profound cosmic truth that many are afraid to speak. Rumors are never, ever truly about you. They are a cosmic mirror reflecting the deep-seated insecurity, the jealousy, and the unacknowledged shadows living within the person who spreads them. People don't whisper because you are weak, dear Leo. They whisper because your light is so astonishingly bright that it illuminates the parts of themselves they have refused to face. And rather than doing the sacred work of healing their own shadows, they attempt to bend and distort your image to make their own darkness feel more comfortable. But here is the danger. When you, the magnificent lion, hear these distorted reflections repeated over and over, you might begin to doubt the sun within you. You might start to believe you need to shrink, to soften your roar into a purr, to become less vibrant, so that no one feels intimidated. And that, my dear friend, is the only way the darkness of a rumor can truly win. Not because it holds a shred of truth, but because it made you forget the unwavering power of your own heart. Listen to me now, Leo. The whispers of others only hold power if you lend them your belief. They only haunt the halls of your kingdom if you forget that your truth requires no validation. Your truth simply is. In my own journey of guiding thousands of souls, I have discovered a powerful pattern. The deepest wounds don't come from the viciousness of the rumor itself, but from the silence that follows the silence where a person begins to believe the lie. They think enduring it quietly is a sign of strength, but often that silence becomes a cage. Your beautiful regal sensitivity is not a flaw. It is your divine compass. It is your superpower. Because of it, you can sense the subtle shifts in energy that others miss. Because of it, you can discern what is genuine and what is a performance. Please remember this, always your sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a royal radar, a divine gift of discernment. I know you have likely experienced the sting of betrayal from a trusted friend, the pain of being misunderstood by your own family, or the judgment of a community you poured your heart into. I know you've likely held your head high, offered a gracious smile, and told yourself, "I will endure this, I am strong." But in the quiet moments, a voice inside has cried out, "Why can't they see my true heart? Why can't they see my noble intentions?" I want you to pause with me now. Close your eyes and breathe. Remember the last time you heard a word that felt unjust, a story that was not your own. Instead of reacting, you likely chose a dignified silence. Do you know why? It wasn't because you were weak or defeated. It was because your sovereign soul knows a universal law: karma, the great cosmic balancer, always finds its way. The universe does not need you to roar in defense to prove your innocence. It only needs you to remain anchored in your truth. Your light, my dear Leo, will do the rest. This is the lesson I want to etch into the very fabric of your being today. You were not born to live as an echo of other people's opinions. You were born to create your own magnificent sound, the triumphant melody of your soul. And here is my sacred promise to you: every rumor, every jealous whisper, every act of betrayal will eventually dissolve like mist in the morning sun. But your truth, your generosity, your creative fire, and your unconditional love, these are the elements that build your eternal kingdom. These are the things that remain glowing and untouchable. So ask yourself again, majestic Leo, do I still wish to allow my spirit to tremble because of the words of others? Or is it time to listen only to the roar of my own magnificent heart? Believe me when I tell you that behind every poisonous whisper, there is always a divine truth waiting to be reclaimed. And once you reclaim it, it will never allow you to stay in the shadows again. Let me share a small piece of my own story. There was a time when I heard so many words that did not belong to me, words that tried to paint a picture of a person I did not recognize. One night, I sat before a single flickering candle. I took a piece of paper and I wrote it all down: the rumors, the lies, the pain I had so bravely swallowed. And then I took that letter to a fire-safe bowl and I burned it. I watched the paper curl, the words turn to black ash, and the smoke rise and dissolve into the air. In that transformative moment, a profound realization washed over me. Rumors are nothing but ash, but my soul, and your soul, Leo, is the eternal fire. Fire is never consumed by the wind. It only grows brighter and more powerful when the wind blows against it. I want you to hold this sacred knowledge close to your heart. Your truth does not need your protection. It is the fire that protects you. No matter how many people try to douse it with their doubts or their stories, it will continue to burn. Rumors only have the power you give them. But your soul was born to follow the glorious voice of your heart, not the hollow echoes from the cheap seats. Have you ever felt your entire body tense up under the weight of a false smile or a backhanded compliment disguised as a jest? Of course you have, and I share this with you so that you may remember that this pain does not make you weak. It is powerful proof that you are attuned to the vibration of truth more deeply than most. I want you to try and imagine this with me. See every rumor, every whisper as a tiny speck of dust floating in the air. People blow these specks towards you, hoping they will settle on your golden crown and dim the light in your eyes. But you do not have to catch this dust. You do not have to hold on to it. All that is required is one intentional breath, a gentle, centered exhale from your heart space. In the brilliant glow of your own radiant light, the dust simply dissolves, leaving no trace, no residue, nothing. Let's do a small ritual together right here and now. I invite you, my dear Leo, to gently place a hand over your heart. Feel its strong, steady beat. Close your eyes for just a few seconds. Bring to mind a rumor, a word, a feeling that once disturbed your peace. Now whisper these words, either aloud or in the sanctuary of your own mind. I return this energy to where it belongs. It is not mine. I keep only the magnificent truth within my heart. And when you open your eyes, feel that subtle shift. Feel as though a layer of dust has been gently swept from your royal shoulders. This, my friend, is purification. This is you reclaiming your sacred space. Truth is not something you must venture out and find. It already dwells within you like a powerful underground river of molten gold. People may sow seeds of doubt, they may build their twisted narratives, but your truth will always find its way to the surface. Like a powerful seed, it will break through any concrete that has been poured over it to reach for the sun. The lesson here is so beautifully simple, yet it carries immense power. Your truth does not need you to defend it in a battle of words. It only asks that you stand in it. When you release the need to explain, to justify, or to clear your name, you become lighter, you become freer, and it is in that calm, dignified silence that you will find your most powerful answer to every rumor. I know what some of you may be thinking, but doesn't my silence mean that they win? Oh no, my magnificent Leo. Your silence is not a declaration of defeat. Your dignified silence is a powerful royal decree that states, I do not participate in such small and petty games. My energy is reserved for creation, for love, for leadership. You do not need arguments to prove your sovereignty, for the universe is always the quiet, omniscient witness to your heart. Consider this very moment as a ritual of profound cleansing. Imagine you are standing in a grand hall filled with mirrors, but in these mirrors, you no longer see a weary face worn down by the gossip of others. In every mirror, you see a radiant sovereign soul, unbound and ready to step into a glorious cycle of rebirth. Behind the shadows that others tried to create, a clearer, more powerful portrait of you is emerging. This is not the you of the past, the one who endured in silence or wept in the dark. This is the you of the present, shaking off the dust, standing tall and luminous, a sacred flame, unafraid of any wind. And in that very moment of recognition, the haze dissolves. You will see your true face, a soul unbound, stepping into a magnificent rebirth. Imagine, Leo, that after a long and unexpected storm, the clouds over your kingdom finally begin to part. The light does not return with a crash of thunder. It arrives in a majestic golden stillness. It feels like a gentle, warm hand resting upon your shoulder, whispering, "Now. Now is the time to return to the throne of your own heart." I have lived through such a moment myself. After losses, after betrayals that felt like a hailstorm on my spirit, there came a morning when I awoke and realize the fear was gone. The memory of the pain was still there, but it had transformed. It had become fertile soil. And from that very soil, the first green shoots of a profound and unshakable freedom began to grow. And so it is with you, dear Leo. After you have metaphorically burned the ashes of rumor, after sweeping away the dust of lies, your soul is stepping into a sacred cycle of rebirth. This is not some small adjustment. This is a holy transformation. You may have once felt misunderstood or even cast aside, but the truth is the universe has chosen you to be a living testament to the power of resilience. You are not simply returning to who you were before. You are becoming an entirely new expression of your divine self, deeper, stronger, and infinitely more luminous. Remember this magnificent soul, a spirit like yours, never truly disappears. You only shed your skin again and again, each time revealing a more brilliant, more authentic version of yourself. I want you to feel this with me now. Gently close your eyes. Imagine you are standing on a majestic cliff overlooking the ocean at sunrise. The old waves of sorrow and gossip recede back into the sea. And then a new wave of pure crystalline light approaches. It washes over your feet, cleansing away any last remnants of the past. You do not need to brace yourself or resist. You need only to stand still in your full power and allow this light to do its sacred work. This is the essence of rebirth. It is not about forcing yourself to be strong. It is about surrendering to the natural cosmic flow that is returning you to the very source of your own light. Rebirth doesn't happen amidst chaos and noise. It happens in the quiet dignity of your own heart. Others may not see it. They may still be caught up in their old stories, but you will know. Deep within your being, you will know that you have shed an old skin. So ask yourself this question, Leo. Am I truly opening my heart to welcome this new chapter? Or am I still clinging to the ghosts of the past? Your answer will determine how you step into the glorious future that awaits. You may still carry scars, but scars are not signs of weakness. They are the beautiful, intricate maps of your survival. They are proof that you have lived, that you have loved fiercely, that you have fallen, and that you have risen again, more majestic each time. Within every scar lies a hidden light. Think of the Japanese art of kintsugi, where broken pottery is mended with gold. It is the cracks, the healed wounds, that make you even more beautiful and priceless. From this moment forward, you no longer need to shrink your magnificent presence so that someone else can feel comfortable. You do not need to dim your solar radiance so that others can feel at ease in their shadows. You were born to shine, to illuminate, to lead, with both the gentle warmth of the sun and the untamable fire of a supernova. And do you know what happens, Leo? As you step into this new chapter of your life, those around you will feel your shift in frequency. Some will inevitably fall away, for they cannot stand in the full blaze of your newfound strength and authenticity. But there will also be kindred souls, a new pride who will draw closer those who are not afraid of your light, but celebrate it and are inspired by it. The lesson here is profound. This rebirth is not about proving your strength to anyone else. It is about allowing you to live in perfect, unapologetic alignment with your own sovereign truth. And that truth, my dear friend, will naturally and effortlessly draw to you all that truly belongs in your kingdom without you ever needing to chase or convince. Place your hand on your chest one more time. Feel your heartbeat. Each beat is a powerful reminder that you are still here. You have walked through fire. You have navigated the shadows. You have heard the whispers, and yet the eternal flame in your heart remains. No words, no actions, no rumors can ever extinguish it. This is the cycle of your rebirth. And trust me when I say, this is only the beginning. For when a Leo soul is truly reborn, the entire cosmos takes notice. My dear Leo, as you continue this journey of rebirth, please know that you are loved, you are seen, and you are divinely guided. The universe is conspiring in your favor, clearing the path for your most magnificent chapter yet. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey today. If this message has resonated with you, please honor that connection by leaving a like, sealing the energy of this transformation. Share this video with another soul who may need to be reminded of their own inner fire. And if you haven't already subscribed to Cosmic Wisdom to continue walking this beautiful path with us, we have so much more to explore together. Until next time, stay radiant, stay true, and never ever forget the magnificent power of your lion heart. Abundant blessings to you all.